Crazy episode last night, huh? I know. Insane. But how great to have somebody like Paul as the director. He absolutely killed it. We're so lucky to have him on the show. Or on the show behind the camera. That makes sense. My brain is toast. How are you guys? Tell me, do you have questions, comments, concerns? Let's discuss this episode. Wow, we have people from Brazil, Peru. You guys are awesome. The cinematography was beautiful. I agree. It was a really, really great episode. We also had a great location, too. We shot in this beautiful park a couple hours outside Toronto. And it was one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. Nice to finally see Idris, even if or Alicante from a distance, but Idris for sure. Clary and Sebastian do have time to talk. Can't tell you in what capacity. But they do speak to one another eventually. In a sense. You know, I agree. It was one of the best episodes so far. They just keep getting better and better, which is blowing my mind. But what it is it's a real testament to everyone who works on the show and the fact that we're really figuring this out and settling in. And everybody works so hard and really gives their all to the show. Truly blood, sweat, and tears. But everybody does such a great job. I'm really astounded that every single department has the passion and the effort and the energy to make something special out of every single element of the show, which cumulatively makes all the magic happen. Also, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a huge Bastille fan, and the fact that there was a Bastille song in the episode, I was pretty happy. I maybe not a fangirl, just a little bit, or more than a little bit, when I saw that. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to catch up because there's so many questions. My favorite episode? Probably episodes, can I say 16 through 20 of this season? 15 through 20, all of season 2B, I don't know. Episodes 19 and 20 are very good, but I'm so excited to see 18 as well. So many things. Was it fun filming the episode? Absolutely. I had so much fun. Not only working with Paul, but there were so many great things, new things in this episode. Like the portal and the location and that was my first hand-to-hand fight scene on the show. And a lot of and the underwater stuff, a lot of really cool elements that were new. And that's what's great about Shadowhunters, though, is that they're always giving us new stuff to do, and they're always making it interesting. So it never, there's never a dull moment, I can tell you that. My favorite food, I have a weakness for soft pretzels. A big weakness for soft pretzels. And anything with cookie dough. How do I remember all my lines? Lots of practice and reading it over and over again. But we also get so many rewrites that I keep having to read the rewrites over and over again. And eventually it works out. Where am I? I'm in the airport. I just did a thing for Girl Up today. It was part of their summit. And I'm still at the airport because flight delays. My favorite color? Either like a buttercream yellow or a French blue. What's Matthew like? Matt Daddario is one of the most incredible people you'll ever meet in your life. Truly. So intelligent, so funny, just truly an individual, and I think the world of him. My favorite movie, ooh. I've been obsessed with Mr. and Mrs. Smith lately. But I think maybe Usual Suspects. Harrison at Sizzles. Funny face. Lots of, I have so many favorite movies. Working with Paul was awesome because working with Paul was amazing because he trusts his actors because he's been in our position, so he knows where we're at, he knows where we're coming from, and it's really fascinating. Hi, Torrance, first of all. Second of all, I miss you. Third of all, you would know better than anyone. Having Alan for a dad on TV is the best. You know, he has his moments because he always plays these villainous characters. So on screen, he's not the nicest guy sometimes. But behind the scenes, he is fantastic. Your ears must have been ringing, Torrance. We were swapping Torrance memories in Milan. It's pretty awesome. If we're all in Toronto, I expect the three of us to go do something because that would be way too fun to reunite Alan's past with his present. Oh, this necklace? My grandfather gave this to me when I was 16. It's an attitude meter from an airplane, and he wrote me this beautiful card and said, "As long as you keep your wings straight, you'll be fine." And I wear it all the time. My favorite song off Halsey's new album? I really love Heaven in Hiding. I go back and forth. Like every day I have a new favorite, but right now, Heaven in Hiding. I can't tell you anything. Yes, Torrance, I know I'm a nerd. Do I like Game of Thrones? Yes. I haven't seen the new episode yet because I've been traveling. Nobody spoil it. Oh goodness, I'm getting up. My favorite book is Watership Down. Has been since I was a kid, by Richard Adams. It's wonderful. I think that's a great idea, Torrance. I think that'd be perfect. My favorite old Disney Channel show? Ooh, that's a good question. Ooh, I really loved That So Raven. That was one of my favorite shows. But Sweet Life of Zack and Cody will always have a special place in my heart. So many good ones. My favorite ship? Now, I've always been really fond of canoes. I think they're quite lovely. No, on the show. I mean, Malik, clearly. Malik wins every time. I love all the ships, though. I think all the relationships on the show that's what makes the show. You guys know I'm a huge Clays shipper. You know I'm a huge Malik shipper. There's a few other ships that I really like, too, but I can't say anything because it's going to spoil the show. Good stuff. I'm so excited for Comic-Con this weekend. I can't wait to share everything with you guys. It's going to be so much fun. I just got my schedule today, and it's going to be crazy. We have so many things to do. Frigates! Torrance, why didn't I think of frigates? Frigates are so good. It's just fun to say, too. Have I read them? Yes, I have read all of the Mortal Instruments book series. Torrance, I'm just going to get you to write all my jokes for me from now on, because you're way funnier than I am. Torrance says the galleon of Clays and the schooner of Malik. I agree wholeheartedly. I think that's perfect. Hi, Nadia. Happy birthday. I hope you have a fabulous day. I have watched Pretty Little Liars, but I'm about 2 seasons behind, and I really want to catch up. But I'm so far behind, so please don't spoil it for me. My favorite episode of Shadowhunters? Either 19 or 20, I think. I mean, I'm reserving my rights for when I see episodes 17 and 18, but I really love 16 too, and 15, although it broke my heart, I thought it turned out really beautifully. But yes, I am so excited for season 3. I cannot wait to get started. I think it's going to be really exciting, and it's going to be, I I think it's going to be great. I think the show's just going to keep going from where it's at, and that's what I love about Shadowhunters, though, is it keeps improving, it keeps growing, we keep figuring things out, we keep discovering things, and it's never stagnant. And again, that's a testament to how hard everybody works in every single department, and really what a family it is. No, please, Torrance, hijack away. Do I watch Teen Wolf or Vampire Diaries? I have seen bits of both because I have friends, obviously, on both shows. And I always try and support. So, good stuff. Tell us if there's Clace next episode. Well, there are scenes that Dom and I are both in together, so I guess in a sense. But I can't tell you if anything happens, because that would spoil it, and that would not be fun for anyone. No, honestly, the reason I try not to spoil it for you guys is because there's so many incredible things that happen and so many surprises that I got to experience when I read the scripts for the first time, and I want you guys to be able to have that same surprise. So as much as I want to talk about these things with you guys, I have to wait until after. No, Torrance, I did not go that far, and I will have to go next time, hopefully when I end up in Milan, because that sounds incredible. You think spoilers would be fun for everyone? So you would think, but I think it's more fun if we talk about it after, when everybody knows what's going on. Ooh, my favorite Marvel character? That's tough. I don't know. I'd have to talk to Isaiah. I'd have to discuss that one with Isaiah, because I think picking one character from all of Marvel is too much. I love Harry Potter. I am a wholehearted Ravenclaw, I must say. Although I do think I have Hufflepuff tendencies. Well, maybe Gryffindor tendencies and a sprinkle of Hufflepuff. My big demonic brother, I think my big demonic brother just, he's misunderstood. He needs a little love. I think everybody deserves a second chance. Do you ship Delina with Malik? Torrance, I think that's just too many ships. You have to organize the harbor so there's no collisions. Was that funny? I don't know. What is that called in New York? I don't know. You have to coordinate the ships as they come in. I'm not great at logistics. I'll put it that way. I would love to visit so many places. Greece sounds lovely. I am so excited for the next episode. Not only is the trailer fantastic, but every single episode from this point until the end of the season just keeps building. And so each episode keeps getting better and better, and I can tell from the scripts and from shooting it that it just gets more and more intense. And so finally, the fact that we're at this point in the season, we've just been scraping the tip of the iceberg. And so I could talk for hours about how excited I am for the next episode, but I can't because I can't say anything. It's like air traffic control for ships, yes. But water traffic control? Hydro control, I don't know. I quit making things up now. Am I actually jumpy in real life? Yes. All of those scares that you see Dom do, those are real. Those are not fake screams. That is 100% real. I am currently living in fear of Dom's revenge for my revenge, so we'll see. I did meet Lily, actually. Hey, Ryan, what's up? I did meet Lily recently. I ran into her at an after party for, I think it was Golden Globes or something. But she was so sweet. I went up more as a fan just to kind of say hi and meet her because I never had and things like that. But she was so kind. yeah, she sort of passed the torch, if you will, and I thought it was really, really lovely to finally get to make that connection, especially with someone so kind and genuine as Lily. Yes, there are so many action scenes this season, and it's great because we've had a chance to really train and all of that, and our stunt coordinators have been training us so much that we're able to do most of it ourselves, unless obviously they say it's, you know, too dangerous and things like this for insurance and things like that. But I beg to do everything, just because. If I could be a downworlder, I would definitely want to be a warlock, for sure. It's, I love what they stand for, what they represent, and the fact that they're... Yes, Torrance, I would be honored if you would play Clary when they reboot the show in 15 years. I think that's great. Oh my goodness. So, but for Cat plus Torrance comedy show, I think that's perfect. I would do that in a heartbeat. Torrance, are you ready? Let's go. Let's do this. I agree. I would love to have more Magnus and Clary scenes. I love working with Harry, and I would love to do more of that. So, let's talk. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear what your predictions are, and I will see what I can answer without spoiling. So talk to me. Takes a minute for the comments to come in. I'm a little behind. I'm behind you guys. Oh. Amazing. My plane is en route to get here. Hi, Lenny. I miss you. I hope you're well. Lenny Jacobson, ladies and gentlemen. Fabulous Big Brother comedian extraordinaire. Incredible, incredible guy. You will see Sarah's character before the end of the season, I can tell you that. Where am I going? I'm going back to Los Angeles. That's where I'm going. What are we going to see next week? Let's talk, guys. Thanks, Lenny. A lot of 2020 predictions. Interesting. Is there a scene specifically I really want you to see? Well, there's the scene that Dom and I keep talking about in episode 20 that's really awesome. There's also a scene in episode 18 that I'm really excited for people to see. Yes. 100%. So I'm headed to Comic-Con this weekend. I'm very excited. It's my first San Diego Comic-Con, so that's even more exciting for me, at least. So if you see me around, hey, Oak! Do I watch Once Upon a Time? I've seen a lot of Once Upon a Time. I'm not completely up to date, but yes. We always have moments from the books. Let's be real, folks. We always throw in those Easter eggs. Who do I want Clary to have more scenes with? It's fun because I get to work with just about everybody a pretty good amount, but I want to have more scenes with Maris, just because I selfishly love working with Nicola. I want to have more scenes with Alicia, because she's awesome to work with. I want to have more scenes with Harry, more scenes with Isaiah. More scenes with the people I don't get to see a lot. Yes, more scenes with Luke. 100%. I love working with Isaiah. My fave scene from the books? See, I don't know. My favorite book is City of Heavenly Fire. So it's going to take a while for us to get there. To do some of my favorite scenes. But we're going to get there. I'm going to keep checking. Who makes me break character most? I don't know. We all catch the giggles pretty much at the same time. If anybody, the thing is, we all know each other so well now that we can see that little glint in each other's eyes when when somebody you know really well is about to laugh, and you see that glint in their eye, and you're like, oh no, don't laugh, don't do that, because if you laugh, I'm gonna laugh. That's us. That's what we do. Venezuela. Wow, you guys are really from all over. What happens to Max? Well, I can't answer that question. Well, good for you for learning English. Congratulations. Do I like the fighting scenes? I love the fighting scenes. It's amazing to kind of get to learn another skill as well as apply it. Yeah, it's fun to feel like a badass sometimes. At least they had a whole episode of Bloopers. I can't speak anymore. Episode of Bloopers. Yes, I would be on board with that for sure. Sorry, I'm just checking to make sure I'm not missing my flight. Uh-oh. Life is too short to be normal. I really want to answer your question, but I can't without spoiling anything. So, amazing question, but I am not skilled enough at the art of answering without answering to answer that question properly. That makes sense. What do I like most about Clary? One of the things I like most about Clary is the fact that she is a hero and she has the best of intentions, but she makes mistakes. But most importantly, she learns from those mistakes and she picks herself back up and she moves on from those mistakes. And she's learned how to forgive herself and forgive other people. And I think that's really important. I'm sorting through all your questions. It's really great. Let's see. Where am I now? I'm in an airport. I'm about to be on a plane. We see Clary creating new rooms. Maybe. I mean, we've already seen her create a couple. So maybe. We should keep checking that out. Oops. I don't know what's happening. Who's my parabatai in real life? Yeah. One of my best friends from back home, probably. Because they've been in my life for more than half of it. I agree. I love that she holds on to her humanity, too. Let's see. Sorry, there's so many good questions here. Favorite ones that I've read? City of Heavenly Fire. I mean, I've read all of the 6 Mortal Instruments. I guess Sandra Clare book is what I thought you might be asking. We're going to see more of Jonathan? Oh, are you going to see more of Jonathan? Oh, yeah. You guys, we've barely scratched the tip of the iceberg with the whole Sebastian, Jonathan of it all. There's definitely so much more to come, and Will absolutely kills it. So I'm extremely excited to kind of have you guys finally see where it goes. I don't think I could pick a best friend in the show because there's so many people, that, especially of the cast, each person is so different, and my relationship with each one of them is so different that it's so individual. But what's great is that means we're all a family, that we all kind of conglomerate as one. Loving the panda emojis. Thank you. I miss Italy already. Which season ends with more of a cliffhanger? I mean, I don't know. We always end our seasons with cliffhangers, but season 2, 2B might have the biggest cliffhanger of them all. I don't know, maybe it might have more than one cliffhanger. I don't know. Favorite scene to film? God, there's so many. There's a really cool one in 18 that was one of my favorite scenes to film ever. And then I gotta say, in episode 20, that scene that Dom and I keep talking about, I wish we could say more, but it's in everything I've done so far, it's in probably my top 5 things that I've ever done in any project ever. I'm so excited to share it. Do I like Max? Yes, I love Max. Max is one of my favorite characters, but also Jack, who plays him, is quite the little spitfire, and he's so intelligent and just such a cool kid. It's awesome to have around. I don't get to work with Jack a lot, but whenever I see him around set, I always make sure to say hi because he's a cutie. My goodness. Do I like trying Belisario? Yes, I've been a fan of hers for a while. Favorite coffee drink? Just black coffee. Oh, actually, no. My favorite coffee drink is nitro brew coffee because it really packs a punch. But it's also, I love iced coffee in the summer. And I forget how much I love iced coffee every summer. But, you know, it rolls around and I'm like, oh, iced coffee season. What kind of music do I like? I've been listening to, I've sort of rekindled my love of Sarah Bareilles lately, which is, I'm quite enjoying. But I love Ed Sheeran, Halsey, a lot of things. Yes, I miss the Climb and Friendship. I don't think I'll ever not miss the Climb and Friendship. And we'll see where it goes. I mean, they could end up, they'll never be exactly back where they were, but hopefully they can recover to some extent, at least. I forgot what time it is. I don't know. They'll tell me when I need to get on the plane out. Favorite food to cook? I like baking. It's probably my favorite. I mean, cooking I just need to learn more. But homemade food is kind of great, especially when you just cook with, you know, it's good stuff. But definitely baking is probably my favorite, personally. Although I do cook a mean pot roast, I'll tell you that. Oh, wow, there's so many questions coming in. Cake or pie? Ooh, tough question. Depends on what cake or what pie. Truly. Best prank any of the others have pulled on me? Probably taping me in my trailer. I mean, I think that's kind of the best of the best when it's come to the pranks so far, but I'm feeling whatever Dom has in store is going to be the best one yet. What am I most excited about for San Diego Comic-Con? A couple things. I'm always excited to spend time with the cast because Comic-Con is always crazy and we always get to have a lot of fun with the interviews. But also I love walking the floor. When we walk from place to place, we get little peeks at the floor. We get to see all the cosplays and things like that. But I also love being behind the scenes because you run into people, whether it be friends or people that you're fans of, when you're walking from place to place, and it's a really neat community, both on the floor and backstage. I do like the twists in the show that take different turns from the books, and here's why. Because you know that magic feeling when you read a book for the first time and you don't know what's coming next, and there's this sort of freshness to it, and it's really visceral and you kind of get to live it. Well, that's what we're trying to create in the show. By making these few little changes, we're still honoring the books in a sense, but then we're making it a new, fresh experience for everyone, whether you know the books cover to cover or not.